Earlier this February, members of the Chicago City Council approved the climate emergency resolution proposed by several Chicago aldermen. The proposal is bold. It calls for zero greenhouse gas emissions, removal of excess carbon from the atmosphere, and to implement measures to protect people from the climate crisis. Now, although the City Council approved this resolution, right now it just serves as a wake-up call. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot said in a press conference that she is aware of the crisis and that the city is addressing the issues such as shoreline damages. The city of Chicago is doing its part, or at least they're trying to. There is only so much one city or even multiple cities can do to combat climate change. Ultimately, the people who can help end climate change are the people in power. These people being leaders of countries who, with help from other foreign leaders, could make a difference. But right now in America, our president is not doing enough to help combat the issue. President Trump's administration recently released its 2021 federal budget. You would think with climate change being a significant issue right now, the president would have made some effort to secure funding plans to combat climate change, but he didn't. According to scientificamerican.com, the word climate does not even appear in the 138-page budget document. In fact, one of the proposals in the budget plan could result in the Environmental Protection Agency seeing its funding cut by 26%. On top of that, 50 programs are at risk as well. To make matters worse, the budget also promises an increase in natural gas and crude oil, which, if you did not know, both of these release carbon emissions which directly contribute to climate change. Last year, President Trump announced that he would be removing the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement. According to the United Nations, the agreement focuses on keeping the global temperature rise below 2 degrees Celsius. The accord also strives to help increase countries' abilities to deal with climate change. Right now, 197 countries are a part of this agreement, and the U.S. plans to back out of it. But don't worry, the president has joined the 1 Trillion Trees Initiative, which plans to restore 1 trillion trees by 2050.
Today, I'm pleased to announce the United States will join 1 Trillion Trees Initiative being launched here at the World Economic Forum. 1 trillion trees. This is not a time for pessimism. This is a time for optimism.
Although trees are great, are they the solution to climate change? Also, this initiative is being opposed by actual climate activists. According to the Center for Biological Diversity, more than 95 conservation groups have already openly opposed the Trillion Trees Act. They believe planting too many trees could result in logging, carbon emissions, and higher risk of wildfires. The President of the United States pulled out of the Paris Agreement, plans to cut funding to the EPA, and now agrees to an initiative that might make the problem worse. Something needs to be done to help combat the effects of climate change fast. What we should probably do is find a bipartisan solution and also elect public officials who are willing to do something about this. We see the effects of climate change right now here in our backyard with the high lake levels. But this is not just a Chicago problem. This is a global problem, and something needs to be done about it. We want to make the earth healthy not only for our future selves, but for generations to come. For Chicago Climate, I'm Eric Moran.